Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Dan, and basically what I do here is I journal, but instead of writing everything down that I like to say, I just record it and then post it on here, hopefully inspiring or helping any one of you. Or if you have nothing better to do, you can just listen and see if you can take something from here. I hope that at least one of you can gain something from these videos. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm actually recording this quite late at 2 a.m. Um, Not very smart of me, but it is currently, I'm going to be talking about February 26th, uh, 2021. And it was a good day. I woke up at 7. I did my morning routine. I did my meditation in the morning. My meditation was easier this time, not significantly easier. It's just easier in general. Um, I did, let's see, I think I did 6 minutes of just clearing my mind and then 3 minutes of trying to organize my thoughts. So, though it was easier, I did not do it for as long as the day before. And I did not, unfortunately, read today. So, that's not good. But let's see. What else did I do today? I taught, I went to the studio. I taught a little more classes than I usually teach on Fridays. It was a fun day. It was a good day. Um, let's see. What else did I do today? Oh, I recently started playing chess again. Today I tried Blitz chess. To be honest, I have not experienced this kind of anxiety in a while. It is nerve wracking. Blitz chess is nerve wracking. Definitely gonna try to get better at it. It's super fun. I love it. Um, Currently, my competitors are my mom and my sister, and I would say that it is interesting. It is very interesting. I will continue to try to get better at it. I think that chess is a very interesting sport. I think people call it a sport, but it's a very interesting activity. I think it works out your decision making just in life in general, and it's just a fun thing to play. So I'm going to definitely look into some opening moves and try to get better. Try to be the best in the family. So that's gonna be fun. I did not try the meditation that I was talking about the day before, the talking to your younger self meditation. I think that I'll be trying to do that once a week, maybe on Sundays or Saturdays, depending on how I feel. I don't think I'm gonna be doing it tomorrow. I have a big day tomorrow, so I'm not sure that I will do the meditation tomorrow. The talking to your younger self meditation tomorrow. Um, let's see what else. I recently set up a pull-up bar, a dip bar, and it's like a push-up, like all in one. Um, Very interesting. I plan on using it a lot. I really need to start working out more. So if you if anyone is watching this and they have any suggestions on how to build muscle, I will look into that. But I will probably stick to more advanced people who who know what they're talking about and try to build muscle from their suggestions. So, yes, I know how to eat a lot because I'm a skinny guy. I have practically no fat. I do have some percentage of fat, but it's not enough to just reveal muscle under all of that fat. So, I know I need to eat high calorie foods. I think I need to eat high calorie foods. And yeah, Today was a long day, but it's also a quick day for some reason. It's interesting how that happens. Um, what else was I talking? Oh, I watched a video of Jordan Peterson and Russell Brand having a disagreement on a certain topic. I think it was the LGBTQ community and just what their views was. And the reason why I clicked on the video was because the title of the video was "This is how a healthy disagreement looks like." And I'm always trying to improve myself, improve my conversation skills. So as I was listening, put aside a few things that I feel that is important. One of them, I think Russell Brand uses this phrase. He says, "Help me understand," and then he says what he thinks Jordan Peterson was trying to say, which is very interesting. I'm going to start using that more. I feel like that will soften any hard emotions that are happening during a disagreement that I'm having with someone. But I'm definitely gonna play around with a few things. Um. Oh, I watched another video of Al Pacino breaking down how he built his character for Scarface. Very interesting. As I was listening to Al Pacino talk, he also mentioned that I think he wanted the director to talk to him in Spanish all the time, so he'll be used to that the language, accent, and everything, which I thought was pretty cool. But what I noticed the most is the pronunciation of the Cuban pronunciation and how different it is from like the Spanish pronunciation or the Puerto Rican pronunciations. Um, Even though Puerto Rican is a different language, they're still slightly similar. Um, and the pronunciation is also a little bit similar. So I found that very interesting. How I also saw this when I was taking Spanish in high school. I wasn't a very good learner, but the few things that I've noticed to listening to Spanish music is different singers from different countries, like Spanish speaking countries, pronounce words differently. Um, so it was super interesting to see. Also, let's see. What else? What else? What else? Oh, I watched the Charlie and Ben podcast. The Charlie Cooper. I think, yeah, I was talking about Charlie Cooper in the previous uh and journal entry, which was yesterday's. And they were talking about physical touch. So when you meet someone, shake their hand or have a high five them or hug them. And Charlie was talking about when he was in Brazil, they had this kiss on the cheek. So there was like two kisses on the cheek that you would do. And in the ballroom community, there's a lot of Russian or Slavic people there, and we do have this like kiss on the cheek thing going on, but it's like one kiss on the cheek. It's not two. I know different countries have different versions of the kiss on the cheek. Um, a greeting, the kiss on the cheek greeting, and they were just talking about how to improve your just physical touch because physical touches um it builds trust more between you and the other person. Well, mostly it's from the yeah between you and the other person. The other person trusts you more. Of course, there's other words and phrases. There's mirroring techniques that you could do to build trust, but physical touch is apparently one of the most important techniques of building trust with the other person. So that was interesting. I did know that before, but I didn't pay attention to it as much. So that really brought it to my attention. So I'll try to focus on that as well. Of course, with the whole COVID thing, we can't really practice that as much because some people are still uncomfortable with the whole um, pandemic and everything, but some people are okay with it. So yes. Um, let's see. No, just something real quick. I had slight difficult technical difficulties with posting my um podcast today. I do have a podcast, Ballroom podcast. Um, so I posted that like 20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, usually I post it by 9, but for some reason my laptop was acting up and the program that I use for editing is acting up. So that took a while, but I did end up posting it on YouTube and Anchor, and I posted the Instagram post and the Facebook post for the podcast. So that's good. Also, I wanted to talk about just something that a question that I don't like, something that came into my head. The question of who do I look up to? Do I have an idol? I do not have one specific person that I look up to, just because I used to before when I was younger. I did used to have like a few people that I look up to. Like I just saw them as these heroes in my life. As I got older, I started to see the flaws in people, and I saw the flaws in those idols or heroes that I had when I was younger. And rather than having an idol, I look at a person. If I like them, I analyze them. I see what characteristics they have that I don't have, that I like, and I try to apply it. And usually those are fictional characters. So, for example, I like the character Thomas Shelby from the show Peaky Blinders. One of my favorite fictional characters. One. I do have multiple. Not going to get into that yet. But there are some characteristics of Thomas Shelby that I would like to, let's say, not absorb, but change about myself so I will be not more like him, but have those characteristics. So, for example, how calm he remains in extreme situations, and actually in all situations. And another thing that came to my head, into my mind, is how his character changes, not throughout the show, but when he's having a conversation or he's interacting with different characters. So his um his character changes from how he talks to Polly and how he talks to Grace. If you guys seen the show, you know what I understand, what I'm talking about. When he talks to Polly, he's more he's not as rough as he would be like to probably to Arthur or John or Michael before like the whole situation with Michael happened when he was in America. But when he's talking to, let's say, for example, Arthur, it's more straightforward. I know he's like he knows that Arthur is his older brother, and it's if you compare, it's more rough than if he was talking to Grace. When he's talking to Grace, you can see him smile. You can see all of this, just the softness of himself, just bloom. And then once Grace like leaves the scene or something like that, he turns his coldness back on. Um, so I would say he is in some control of his emotions, in very good control of his emotions, but sometimes we see that like PTSD gets the best of him. He starts freaking out, and yeah, but when he's fine, he's in good control of his emotions. He can convince people, like he can fake his emotions well as well. For example, when they fake Arthur's death, when Arthur gets injured badly, and they, spoiler alert by the way, they fake Arthur's death. I should have said spoiler alert earlier, but still, my apologies, guys. Um, and when he goes onto the boxing ring and he shoots his gun up in the air so he gets everyone's attention, and then he starts to give like this quick speech of how his brother just died and everything, and he's making everyone believe that for his reasons, which I'm not gonna get into, that his brother's dead and like all this is happening. He was faking those emotions like it was genuine. Like if you're watching the show, you actually think that his like Arthur died. I am someone who I'm not really emotional about shows. Like I don't get emotion. I don't let the emotions get the best of me when I'm watching a movie or a show. Just because it's a movie or a show, I don't. It's not something that I like to do. Um, but so what I do is if I am worried about a character dying or I want a character to die. For example, I hate Gina. Absolutely hate, despise Gina. I'm sure a lot of people hate Gina from the show. I looked up when is Gina gonna die, and I was devastated when I saw that she doesn't die. I don't remember if Linda dies. I don't think Linda dies. Yeah, I don't think Linda dies. I don't remember. I haven't seen the show in a while. I'm waiting for the next season to come out to rewatch the show. But yeah, so that was interesting. And continuing on just taking different characteristics from different characters. Right now I'm watching the show Alienist, and let's say Dr. Chrysler obviously has some issues, like social issues. Like he sometimes like he forgets that not everyone is as smart as he is, and he's rude a lot of the times. Like for example, when he's talking to his as servant Mary. I think she's a servant or like assistant or some not assistant, but servant probably. There's this one point he was like quite rude to her, and then he realized it. Maybe he realized it on the spot. Maybe he realized it later, but he didn't admit right away. Like there's a scene where he like comes up behind her, and she knows that he's there, and she's waiting for that apology, but he turns around and walks away. I'm not talking about that characteristic. I'm talking about how he thinks, how he analyzes the situations when it comes to like solving the murder, like the serial killer, and he's like getting in all these minds, and he's talking about all these philosophical and psychological ideas, how he needs to understand the killer, and everything. I found that very interesting how he analyzes everything. So definitely, I would like to analyze different situations with that confidence, but also I need to realize that I realize that I need to be educated for that. So I need to learn. I need to take courses or I need to learn by myself, psychology and everything like that, and philosophy. So I'm going to start doing that. Also, um, John Moore is not a fantastic character. He also has his flaws, but he has this way of talking to Sarah, and uh, I'm not sure how to say it. I think I'm not going to talk about this part because I don't know how to like yeah, I'm lost. I can't talk about that right now. Maybe later. Maybe it'll come to me later. But yeah, so I think this is it. This is enough for today's entry. I wandered off in multiple directions. That was interesting. So yeah, I'll continue meditating tomorrow and see how everything goes. Probably going to upload this in the next I hope in the next 30 minutes. Um Oh yeah, I didn't get my full 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Probably not gonna get them again. So I really probably won't have an entry tomorrow just because I'm gonna be very busy. But I will journal what I usually do. I journal slightly differently when I write. So yeah, this was today's. I hope whoever's listening, because I see there's a few views already on the other video. I was surprised. I thought that the YouTube algorithm is not gonna push my videos or my channel through at all. But a few people saw it. If you guys see this video, I hope you guys like it. But yeah, thank you for listening, and see you guys next time. I yes, bye bye.